Okay, we are back, and today's pretty much the job tutorial. I'm good. Essentially, whenever it's just a mission day, I'll just cut to the bulletin board, because otherwise, well, it'll just be the same thing every time. Aside from these first missions, I'm, for the most part, going to be cutting them out completely, because they're not very interesting. It's really boring and repetitive. And it's fun. I enjoy doing the missions, but even I admit that it would be grating to just watch someone go through the same area over and over again. And I understand that. Preferably, if you can, do the outlaw jobs, as they are essentially relatively straightforward. Essentially, you get to the floor and you can fight the outlaws. Although be careful for the ones that imply that they have the allies, because that means it's going to that means there'll be a monster house, which are not, and we don't have discharge yet. And essentially, if you really want to play along, you could always just copy the missions I'm doing, if you really wanted to. I'm really, otherwise, then I get cut over to and check. Essentially, you come over here, you can find messages and bottles on your way to Beach Cave. This is a feature exclusively put in Explorers of the Sky, as far as I know. That being said, if you're playing Darkness or Time, it's nothing to fuss about. They're typically not that great of missions. So yeah, I'm typically delete them and never really use them. Sorry about the random cuts, I had to fit this within the 15-minute limit. Cool. So yeah, let's go and go to Drenched Bluff. Here's pretty much the mission tutorial. I don't really think this needs a tutorial, but maybe some people won't get it. Essentially, you go to the floor you need to go, sometimes you go to the floor you need to go, and then you have to complete an objective. You can reach the objectives by going to other on the menu screen, which I do excessively, because I like to make sure I'm not missing anything. Even then, I still manage to miss stuff time to time. At this point, you're just you could do the Beach Cave ones, but I like doing it the ones that are hardest I can, as they are the best way to get levels up between dungeons, besides from just straight out grinding. And getting the Explorer points will pretty much give you more space, which becomes very good later on. Randomly attacking nothing. Yeah, sometimes they do that. Anyway, sometimes I mean incredibly often. I suppose I should go over some stuff about the game. The IQ counter is approximate. It's not actually for the amount I know about it, because I barely caught which items I used on which during the recording. I'm just guessing, and I could be very well off. I'll correct that once I actually start learning abilities, so I'll know if I was wrong or not. Quick attack is good for sniping. Apples, yeah. After this dungeon, you want to go to oh right, you want to store away some of your items. And I suppose to talk about the turn order. Essentially, each dungeon has, on the floors in each dungeon, there's a amount of turns you can have on the floor. Once you reach that limit, you are forced out of the dungeon. I think it might be the same as the game over, although I'm not sure. That rarely happens to me, except when I'm purposely fighting. Nah, yeah, pretty much. Partners, again, if possible, we try getting Vulpix more up than Pikachu, if you're following me, because Vulpix has a better ability tree. And I'm doing a horrible job of listening to that advice myself. But yeah, this isn't particularly challenging to do. Afterwards, I'm just going to show which missions after this, I'm just going to show which missions I do, and then I'll go off screen and complete them. This is going to be a relatively stagnant episode. I'm just going over a few tutorials. Next episode, I think we'll actually have some progress in, because at that point I'm just going to be cutting out mission days. Anything that we do several times and really can be explained quickly, I will just show you what to do and then go off screen it. The missions themselves. Oh, you also get a reward for advancing a rank. So that's aside from just getting your amount of storeable items increased. For this one, I believe it's Citrus Berry, which is I'd say for missions later on, because although the 3 HP sounds nice, I really do like having that for missions later on, because there will be some where you'll have to deliver items. So I'm typically very, although they're, and Reviver Seeds are ultimately what you want to save up. They are very good. Gummies, wait till later. If you're playing the Time and Darkness, then yeah, you just use them as you need to. If you're playing at Sky, wait till a certain point to actually start using them. Because you could get a bit. And here I'm just going to cut. And here we pretty much cut to the next mission thing. Sorry I didn't show you the jobs from the other one I did. I kind of forgot. Although I like the morning chant, I'm for the most part going to be cutting that out, except if something new's happening, because otherwise it's just kind of a waste of time. Oh wait, no, I did remember this. I know. I'm going to probably show off something in those other 2 rooms in one of the next few episodes. So I'm going to probably use Cave around maybe the half point of the game, because although it's nice backstory to the game, it's not something I really like doing unless maybe taking a bit of the break from actual gameplay. So yeah, check the outlaw boards. Sadly, there's none. Job bulletin board. Mount Bristol's. I'm gonna do those off screen, and I did them off screen. It changed to chapter 4. It just didn't show it because I cut that out. And now we have and now for a new feature. Well, no, not a new feature. More like a new job type. Well, not even new, because it was in it was in Sky and Dark. It was in Time and Darkness too. More so, well, you know what I mean. It's essentially, we're gonna do sentry duty because Diglett is helping his dad do board flipping duty. Essentially, we get a long-winded explanation where just pretty much they pretty much check the footprints to make sure everything, the people who come in are to bad, and end up trying to attack the guild. Excuse the boringness of the commentary today, but yeah, I wasn't but this is really just a tutorial day. It's not really even a tutorial that's all that needed. I figured out how to do most of these without any sort of help. I'm just kind of doing it to show that how it works.
Guys, almost ready?
Oh, great. I'm gonna have time to finish recording. We have to go somewhere. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm just, well, let's see, I could probably do it in 3 minutes. Essentially, you're gonna want to check this. I don't really have much else to say. I'm probably gonna give a basic outline of the mission, and I'm just gonna stop recording because I'm in a rush right now. You can pretty much wait until it practically tells you which Pokemon it is. So yeah, and you want to do perfect on this first time. And I also recommend doing good on subsequent times because I think they get you a free reviver seed, although that might not be yet. Some of them are easier to find out than others. I could figure out the one for Bellsprout in relatively quick time. Okay, Lombre. Fortunately, I got that one right. Just in time, so number 5 now. I should have answered this one as the Alpha here, because that's what it is. I was kind of confused when I was doing the recording, though. I was really trying to just keep it under 15 minutes so I won't have to randomly hatch in the episode. At this point, you can figure out its Totodile. It's the only one there who actually has a well-powered job. So, we get our rewards for doing this now. And we did perfect, and fine, go. My little brother's being nosy, as usual. And will I finish this before I have to leave? I'm not sure. I save most of those items for later so I could do them for missions. I used to just use them up quickly, but now that I commonly see in late game where you can get pretty good missions if you use those. Random meeting, and next time we will progress the plot. Bye. So yeah, see you next time. Let's Play Explorers of Time and Sky.